Hey, good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, July 23rd, 2015. My name is Cliff Backus, and this is your daily video market review. Stocks closed mixed yesterday in heavier trading volume. Both the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ Composite recorded distribution days. However, in keeping with the neurotic nature of the market recently, the mid-cap S&P 400 and the small-cap S&P 600 and the IBD 8585 all recorded accumulation days yesterday. Declining issues bettered advancers by 3 to 2. The New York Stock Exchange advanced decline line continues to look more bearish than bullish. New lows bettered new highs by 3 to 1 yesterday. Our market timing model is showing a buy signal on both the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. A buy signal indicates that traders can continue to add to long positions in their portfolio. And while they may already be on margin, they shouldn't be increasing leverage in their portfolios. The O'Neill market timing model is showing a confirmed uptrend in the market, with distribution on the S&P 500 in each of the past 2 trading sessions. Our distribution day count is no longer as benign as it was last week. A distribution day is a day when a major market index closes down at least 0.2% on heavier trade than the prior day, and distribution is a sign of institutional selling. When we get 6 to 7 or more distribution days in the space of a month, we begin to get concerned about the health and viability of the market's uptrend. Large capitalization stocks outperformed small again yesterday and have an edge on a 10-day moving average basis. This is more consistent with a market in correction than a confirmed uptrend. Our swing timing model is indicating a neutral condition in the market. Although we're bullish at this juncture, we continue getting mixed signals from the market. Caution's advised. Bulls should feel free to put cash to work, but be sure to keep your stops in place and err on the side of caution. Okay, what we're looking at here is Moody's list of 177 industry groups sorted in HGSI, high growth stock investors, by 5-day percentage price change. The reason that we look at this is that by noting where the strength in the market is on a daily basis, we can get an idea of where the power in the market is rotating to. The basic premise of momentum trading, which is what we're doing here, is that we need to identify where the power in the market is and get out in front of it. So let's see where the strength in the market was yesterday. Yesterday, electric utility, gas marketing, and trading was up 5.8% on a 5-day moving average basis. Building subcontractors were up 5%, airlines 4%, wood building materials 3.8%, and healthcare supplies up 3.3%. We've been seeing a lot of airlines recently. We've been seeing a lot of healthcare recently. We're also starting to see home builders and building supply show some strength in this market. Let's take a look at the Russell 2000. Yesterday, the Russell 2000 traded lower before closing higher at the close. We can see that the Russell closed right at the top of its daily trading range, but that the Russell balked at its 50-day moving average. We want to see the Russell get above that 50-day moving average. In addition, the low yesterday was below the low of the prior day. The high was below the high of the prior day. And so we're still technically in a downtrend with the Russell 2000 on a very short-term basis. We want to see if the Russell 2000 can break back above the 50-day moving average. Right now, the Russell has support down here in the 1226 area and resistance up here in the 1296 area. But the immediate concern, again, is this 50-day moving average right here. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ Composite. The Nasdaq yesterday was down 36.35 points, or 0.70%. Trading volume was higher than the prior day, giving us a distribution day on the Nasdaq. For you followers of William O'Neill, the Nasdaq is currently in a confirmed uptrend. We have 4 distribution days in the past month, which for this point in a confirmed uptrend is probably a pretty reasonable distribution count. The Nasdaq closed yesterday at 5171. Notice how the Nasdaq undercut support yesterday in the 5164 area, but managed to close above that. That's a bullish sign and should offer a little bit of encouragement to the bulls. Right now the Nasdaq is bracketed by support right here in the 5164 area. I'd call that minor support. I'd call more important support down here in the 4888 area. Our resistance for the Nasdaq is this trend line. This trend line right here. So we've got a long way to go before we get to any serious resistance. Nasdaq right now is on a buy signal, meaning that aggressive traders can be on margin but shouldn't be adding to margin positions, and more conservative traders can continue to add to long positions in this market. And finally, let's see what the S&P 500 is up to. The S&P 500 yesterday was down 5.06 points, or just under 0.25%. The S&P closed at 2114. Trading volume was higher than the prior day, giving us another distribution day. The S&P is in a confirmed uptrend, but we've got a lot of distribution in the past month on the S&P. We have 6 distribution days. That's getting up into territory where we begin to be concerned about the long-term viability of the confirmed uptrend. We are in a confirmed uptrend, and so followers of William O'Neill can continue to put money to work in this market. Just be aware that our distribution count is starting to climb a little bit. The S&P held above its 50-day moving average yesterday. Didn't really put in much of a test there. We're bracketed right now in the S&P by support down here in the 2072 area. I need to change this. It says resistance, but it really is support down here in the 2072 area, and resistance up here in the 2134 range. The S&P is on a buy signal. In analyzing pocket pivots yesterday, there isn't anything that I really want to take a look at today as far as individual stocks are concerned. That's about all I have for today. If you want to talk about any of the stocks mentioned today or any of our market strategies, please feel free to give me a call, drop me an email, or make an appointment. Come by the office, see what we're up to. Contact information is on the home page. For daily access to our model portfolios, trade updates, and more up-to-date information on our trading strategies, please take a minute to go to our subscription page and subscribe to Push Button Stock Trading. You can also follow us on Twitter at PushButtonStock. Again, my name is Cliff Backus. That's your daily video market review. Have a safe and profitable day. Keep your stops in place, and I will see you again tomorrow. Please stay tuned for our important disclaimers. All the best. Disclaimers. Push Button Stock Trading Video Market Review is produced and edited by Clifford B. Backus. Mr. Backus is a Senior Vice President of Investments, Technical Analyst, Portfolio Manager, and Partner with the investment firm of Ohanneson Liqueurs Incorporated. Video Market Review is produced solely for the benefit of our clients, friends, and colleagues. Anything written, stolen, and/or plagiarized in this publication is done without malice. Further, the analysis and opinions expressed in this publication are strictly those of the editor and not of Ohanneson Liqueurs Incorporated, its affiliates, subsidiaries, or any of the officers or employees of Ohanneson Liqueurs, Inc. On that note, we submit the following. The analysis, calculations, and evaluations presented herein are based on data and assumptions Ohannes and LaCours Incorporated believes to be accurate. Ohannes and LaCours Incorporated makes no representation that such analysis or calculations are accurate, or that such valuations represent levels at which actual trades may occur. This report has been prepared from original sources, except where otherwise noted, and data we believe to be reliable. Ohannes and LaCours Inc., its affiliates and subsidiaries, and/or their officers and employees or their families may from time to time acquire, hold, or sell a position in the securities mentioned herein. Moreover, opinions may differ from one entity to the next. If we are used in connection with the purchase or sale of any security discussed in this report, we may act as principal for our own account or as agent for both the buyer and the seller. Push-button stock trading is dedicated to the education of friends, clients, and paid subscribers. Push-button stock trading is an information service only. The information provided herein is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell stocks of any kind. Push-button stock trading is created to aid subscribers in making informed investment decisions based wholly or in part on technical analysis. It's possible that at this time or some subsequent date, the editors of Push-button stock trading may own, buy, or sell the investments presented. All investors should consult a qualified professional before making any investment. The information provided has been obtained from sources deemed to be reliable, but it is not guaranteed as to the accuracy or completeness. The editors of Push-button stock trading make every effort to provide timely information to subscribers, but cannot guarantee specific delivery times due to factors beyond our control.